Reach out and touch the golden ticket. What's up, AfterBuzzers? We're back covering a few episodes of American Idol. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We're back, and I'm so excited. I know it's been a minute. Shout out to my girl Pietra, who's not here, but I am so excited. It's your girl Rikayah. I'm going to be chit-chatting with you all things American Idol, and I'm here with our new co-host, Mr. Ricky Vitucci. What's going on, Ricky?
Nothing much. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling? First show.
First show. I'm feeling amazing. This is so much fun. I cannot wait. There's so much to cover, and I cannot wait to talk to all of you about this. I am Ricky Vitucci, and let's get into it.
Let's do it. I love this accent. We were talking about this before we started the show, and Ricky, you got this accent. Where are you from?
I'm from a little city. I don't think anyone's ever heard of it before. Brooklyn, New York, specifically Bensonhurst.
New York. So tell me some of these isms like in New York, because I told them to say water, so say water.
Water.
Water, and we say water. I love it. So how's
Hot
it
dog, coffee. Hey.
Listen, I'm gonna start talking like you, like I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm a Cali girl all day.
There you go.
Born and raised. Okay, so what were your overall thoughts of all the episodes? We're covering episodes 2 through 6, so we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So what were your overall thoughts?
This is a great season. Not only for the judges, I love the judges, but the competition in this season is just like, whoa. Like, I honestly, like, I can't believe how much talent that there is out there. Oh, yeah. And then the stories to back all this talent up.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree.
Like, touched me. Like,
were you crying? Because
I am a person that doesn't really cry. It takes a lot for me to cry. It had me tearing.
See, I know that's the thing that we were talking about last time, and I think that's the thing I can appreciate about American Idol are the stories.
Absolutely.
And my overall thoughts on all the episodes. Yes, I cried. But you know what? Out the gate, I was a puddle of tears. So to see the following episodes, I mean, the stories are just inspiring. It just really shows you that no matter what you're going through, if you stay focused on your dream, it can definitely happen. And with that being said, who are some of like your favorites, like your favorite auditions?
I'm gonna tell you one.
Okay.
And this guy, I'm gonna make an early prediction before we do any predictions.
Okay, go ahead.
I need to get this off my chest because he is so talented.
Okay.
His name is Alejandro Aranda. This boy, let me tell you,
from
how
Pomona.
he plays on the guitar and his vocals are just, it's like angelic.
Exactly.
And it may sound weird, like saying a guy's vocals sound angelic,
live your life.
but he's like super talented, and he's like the most modest kid. And he does, like, in the beginning, he didn't really have much confidence, but now you could slowly start to see like he's getting his mojo.
Most definitely. I agree.
Such a talented dude. I'm saying he's top 3.
Ooh!
Boom!
Ooh,
you heard it here first.
Okay, that was early on. See, the thing is, with Alejandro, I think he's probably one of my favorite auditions because he doesn't realize his star quality. And that's the thing that I can appreciate about American Idol. Sometimes it's that diamond in the rough, especially during like the audition portions and all of that. And by the way, you guys, we want to hear from you. Like, who are your favorites, predictions, all of that. We want to interact with you guys. But again, back to Alejandro, I really see him coming into his own and making his way, like from his audition. I know he's from Pomona and he's really humble, living, couch to couch and making his way to stardom. And then when he sung like his original music, I mean, he is a star. I honestly would listen to his music right now.
He's very captivating, right?
Most
Like
definitely.
The stuff, just the way he sings and all this, just him being Alejandro, right? Like he's so good. I'm sorry, but I'm just like, he is my guy. My guy.
Listen, Alejandro, you got a huge fan.
You
You're
have
super
a fan, Alejandro.
See, now another one of my favorites. I actually didn't know. I've been watching him, and he's been killing it because I know they just had Hollywood Week. So now they're doing the solos and then also the group auditions as well. But Mr. Jeremiah Harmon. Now, I found out about him on YouTube, and he was covering a Smokey Norfolk song, God is able.
Oh, hey.
God is able. And his voice, like, because I know we were talking about runs, like, and this is the singing side of me. I'm big on the technical aspect because a lot of the times I feel like sometimes the stories overshadow the talent.
For sure.
But he is someone that has raw talent. Like he can sing, not sing.
Sang.
There's a difference. Do you know the difference?
S-A-N-G.
Sang.
Sang.
Double.
That boy
actually,
can
triple.
sing.
That boy can sing. Okay. But he's actually one of my favorites. I know he was a janitor. I think he was.
He was.
Janitor, and
Or
then
he still is.
so well, not anymore. No, he's not. Not anymore because now the world has heard his voice. So I think he's definitely going to have a great show. But now let me ask you about this. How did you feel about Lane coming back? Lane's got merch, new teeth, and a new girl. So how do you feel about Lane coming back?
I think his voice is very unique. I love the raspiness in his voice.
What did you say? Was that shade or do you really feel that way?
No.
That's very unique.
I'm being very genuine here.
Okay.
He is talented. He's just a very talented dude. Do I personally think he's American Idol? No.
Okay.
I don't.
I can respect that.
I love his vibe. Just because you have merch and because you have new teeth and all this stuff, that doesn't mean anything. It's the artistry, right? This is American Idol. They're musicians. They have a lot of competition out there.
Okay.
They're trying to be stars. They're trying to like reinvent their genre
Makes sense.
or create a new niche, right?
Right.
I like him,
Okay.
but I don't see him going too far.
Okay, so what is your definition of an American Idol? Do you think it's someone that already has the it factor? I mean, what is your definition of American Idol?
It's the it factor.
Okay.
It's charismatic. It's character. You have to have character because
Okay.
character makes each individual stick out.
Yes. I
Your
agree.
character is completely different than my character. So we could be singing the same song, have the same vocals, but who you are and what you bring to that performance will set you apart from me. So to me, character, talent, vocal range, and the it factor. Like you have to just like when you come in that room or when you get on that stage, if you don't even have to open up your mouth, your presence itself is just like, wow. Like when you see Michael Jackson or when you saw Michael Jackson on stage, that man could just stand there and you just feel it.
Now you know who could stand there flat-footed and you can at me, argue with me, but no one compares to the amazing, late, great, The Voice, Whitney Houston.
Oh my God.
That is one woman that could sing
So good.
anything and stand there and touch you. She can sing the ABCs 1, 2, 3 and have you fall in love with that song all over again as if you've never heard it. She's absolutely incredible. But see, for me, like with American Idol, I feel like, because we have some amazing new artists, don't get me wrong. However, I feel like that raw talent, like especially with me being a singer, I'm very picky.
Me too.
And sometimes I feel like sometimes the stories can like override that.
Well, they have to.
Right.
It's a reality show.
So what?
It can't just be straight talent. That's just gonna be
They
boring.
have some talent and carry it too. You may have.
Have you noticed though, a lot of the talent, a lot of the stories come from some of the most talented people there. Like you need, I mean, not all the stories, but you need story. At the end of the day, it's a TV show. You need a story. If it's a good or a bad story, something needs to fill the character. If it's an honest, true story, if it's a heartfelt story, if it's just a funny story, like the Death Screamer guy. I don't know if you ever, like, come on. You know that they filled him in there for the entertainment purpose.
And of course, the all-time famous "She Bang, She Bang."
Exactly.
Oh, baby, when she volts.
Exactly.
I still love that. But this is the thing, though. Again, like as we start to transition into like Hollywood Week, I think that's when it starts to cater to the musical aspect of it, the raw talent, because you get to see them. Like, can you really, really sing? Because they heard the stories in the the early auditions and all of that, and we got past that portion. And now, although the stories still stick with us, because I feel like that's a way that we can kind of remember certain people and who they are, is their stories and all of that. But I think Hollywood Week, it separates the singers from the singers. There's a difference.
Amen.
Okay, the singers from the singers. And so what do you feel about them doing like the whole like group auditions versus like the solos? Do you think some get lost in the sauce when they're doing the group, and that's why they do that?
I think a lot of them get lost in the sauce.
In the sauce, as you say.
In the sauce.
In the sauce.
In grandma's sauce.
In the sauce, okay?
Hollywood Week is off to a good start.
Okay.
The groups, to me, are a little shaky.
Really?
Yes. You get to feel and you get to see how people could work together and work with other people.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
When you're a musician, it's not just going to be you. Even if you're a solo act, you still have your band. Mm-hmm. So you have to be able to work with everyone. And you have to be able to be a leader and convey certain messages across clearly and concise in order for people to get the message. And I feel in the groups, you could see some inexperienced people.
I agree. I definitely agree. And speaking of working in groups, we are so thankful that you have made us the ESPN of live TV talk. And without you, there's no us. So I just want to thank you so much for giving us the platform to do what we do as hosts. And we want you to do a few things. We want to interact with you. So we want you to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, give us shout outs on iTunes, all of that, so that we can continue to do AfterBuzz TV. I mean, this has been an amazing experience for me.
Me too.
I love to be able to interact with the super fans. And of course, I'm a super fan of American Idol. So we can't do that without you. So continue to support us because, again, without you, there's no us. How have you liked being at AfterBuzz? I know you went through. Giving the love.
Throwing my love out there.
Sending the love. But again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel as well as giving us a shout out. So transitioning into our next segment, I know you're talking about working in groups and all of that, but who do you think has really stood out during the Hollywood Week in the group portions?
It's so tough.
We know you like Alejandro.
I know I like Alejandro. Besides Alejandro,
Okay.
I'm going to have to say Margie Mays.
Really?
I like Margie Mays. Her
growing on
voice
me.
is so good.
Really?
But
Okay.
the range in it is so good. I know she may be a little,
A little what?
but she's talented. Like
Okay.
her vocal range is very talented. So Margie May, Alejandro, Lacey K.
I love her story.
You love Lacey K.
I
And
love
her story
her.
is beautiful.
Yes, I think she has an amazing package for me, which I think also plays into what an American Idol is. You do have to have a package. And I think she's a beautiful, like, Lacey K. Booth, and she's country. I love her. And I can really, I love how she is just that sweet, like America's, sweetheart. I want to see how she kind of progresses throughout this. I think, like I said, the Hollywood Week is meant to really kind of showcase the singers, the vocal ability that you have, which also leads me to another gentleman that I loved, which is Sean Robinson.
Ooh, I like him.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. I absolutely love him. But any predictions for the upcoming episodes? Who do you think's gonna really, hold it down?
Can I say one more person who I'm in love with? Absolutely
by all
in love
means.
with. Like
Tell us
almost,
profess your love.
if not a little bit more than Alejandro in love.
That quickly you switch up on Alejandro?
I'm not switching. I'm just saying, I just looking at my notes and I was like,
They ain't loyal.
I'm so loyal. See, us people from New York, we're very loyal.
But who else?
Madison Vandenberg. This girl is, so good. Whoever agrees with me, please. She obviously doesn't agree with me on everything, and that's okay.
That's all right.
She's not supposed to. She has her opinion. But Madison Vandenberg is like the truth. I see her being in top 5.
Wow.
Yep. Just
Top
because
5.
of her vocal range. Like, she reminds me of, like, Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, you got comparisons and you got some good predictions. I think for me, I'm going to stick with my two that I already said, Jeremiah Harmon and also Alejandro. I'm really excited to see him come out of his shell and Alejandro, and to see him really come into his star being, because he's got the it factor. I know he's gone blonde now, got little blonde tips.
Little tippies?
Right, little tippies. But I'm interested to see him in the upcoming weeks. And again, we want to hear from you. So we would like, comment, subscribe, and let us know who are your favorites. Interact with us. You can follow me on social media, Rikayah Crawford, Rikayah Crawford, and Ricky Vitucci.
At Ricky Vitucci on Instagram and all social media handles. Thank you so much. This has been such a pleasure, and I had so much fun with you.
Exactly. I feel like the time goes by really fast.
Can we not let it go by? Like, can we just sit here and just like talk about
and just stare at each
more
other?
American Idol stuff?
Or we can just stare at each other.
I think that's gonna be really awkward for them.
Okay. We're gonna be back. But we're going to be back next week talking all things American Idol. Again, it's been your girl, Rikayah, and the one and only Ricky
Vitucci!
Bye, AfterBuzzers. Bye, AfterBuzzers.
Ciao.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.